When they were arrested, they were beaten with long leather thongs with steel pellets on the end, or they were beaten with rods, it says in one place. And they were black and blue and bleeding, and they were thrown into the inner prison, which meant that their neck was tied with an iron necklace. Their hands were put in stocks. Their feet were put in stocks. And there they were. But you know what they did? By midnight, they began to sing praises to God. They began to testify. They began to tell what Christ had meant to them. The jailers was listening, and all the people in the jail were listening. And they kept on preaching. Finally, there came an earthquake, and the walls began to fall down from the jail. And the stocks that bound them were loosened. And the jailer, knowing that he would be held accountable and he would have to die, he'd be executed for allowing these people to escape, he pulled out his sword and he was going to plunge it into his heart. When Paul said, "Don't do yourself any harm. We're still here." And the jailer, seeing Paul and Silas standing there, fell down before them in humility in the dust of the jail. And he asked this question. He said, "Sirs, what must I do to be saved? How can I have the faith and the spirit that you have? You came into this terrible, smelly, awful place, having been beaten, and now you begin to sing, and you begin to tell what Christ could do for you. How can I be saved? How can I have this same peace and joy and happiness that you have?" And Paul gave him a very simple answer. He didn't go into anything profound. He didn't go into a discussion of philosophy or psychology or world conditions. He said, "Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved and thy house." Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved.